In the previous video, we saw that we have the need to pass information to a component so that we can have different list of movies. Here we have this list of movies and this other list of movies, and they are the same movies, but we don't want that. So let's use a parameter. For that, let's go back to Visual Studio Code, and I want to pass parameters to these movies list components. So I will go to the app component and I will re-implement our onInit because I need to initialize two lists of movies. So let's start with movies in theaters and movies future releases. And now let's write here movies in theaters, and I will just take this code from the movies list component class and I will paste it here. This is our list of movies that we have been using throughout this course. Now let me go back to the movies list component and I will delete this and all of this. And now here I will say input. I am putting an input above this movies property because in this way I am making this a parameter, which means that a parent component, a component that is using the movies list component, can pass information into this property that we have here. So when you mark a property with input, you are making it a parameter. And this input type comes from Angular core, as you can see here. Now we have this movies in theaters variable initialized here, so let me go to the template of the app component because I want to pass this list of movies to my movies list component. So let me write here square brackets because we need to do something that is called property binding. With property binding, we can pass JavaScript expressions into elements like components and HTML tags. So let me say here movies because that's the name of the parameter, and I will pass my movies in theaters property from the class of the component. Now that is actually it. I will say Ctrl+K+S in order to save everything, and I will go back to Google Chrome, and as you can see we have our list of movies here, and the other list is always loading because we never initialized the movies property of that instance of the movies list component. So let's do that. Let's go back here into the class of the app component and I will initialize our movies future releases property, and I will copy this and paste it here, and I will just change some names like Avengers here and this price, and I will say here Toy Story, and I will put this date and this price here. And I will go back to the template of the component and I will say movies and movies future releases. And now I will save everything and I will go back here, and now as you can see we have Spider-Man here and Avengers here and Moana here and Toy Story here, which means that we are reusing our movies list component and we're making it more reusable because we are accepting parameters in it so that we can pass different data to it and therefore use it for different scenarios, like showing the list of movies that are in theaters and the list of movies that are future releases.